Baby.
Hi everyone.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay, first of all, I have a special
James Charles, Tati, Westbrook stuff go down.
They ruin the beauty community.
Did Jeffree Star fire his makeup artist Boomcat MUA? And is Gabriel Zamora coming after Jeffree Star? Let's talk about this today in the major drama that is unfolding all over TikTok and YouTube. This is Rich Lux with the hottest celebrity news online. Girl, I cannot believe what is going on, honey. First of all, can I get a like on this video? I'm feeling a little bit under the weather right now, so I would really appreciate it if you guys left a like, leave a comment. I'm just a clown with the crown, back in town to shut it down, girl. And I would just, it means a lot to me. Okay, let's talk, because I feel like we need to talk. Oh my God, I bought this huge, look at this huge puff. Huge, look. Size of my head. I freaking love this. So everyone needs one of these. You love makeup. Anyways, it was like 30 cents, girl, online. Okay, so check this out. Gabriel Zamora. Okay, remember Gabriel? Why do people would always say Gabriel relevant or Gabriel irrelevant Zamora? I would keep seeing that all the time. But Gabriel Zamora is in the drama. Like, he knows how to stay relevant. I think that's what they say, Gabriel relevant Zamora, yeah. Because he's in the drama again. So we talked about this the other day because we talked about how Jeffree Star blocked Gabriel Zamora and how Gabriel Zamora responded to it. And you know, we'll put a little clip in here, but we're not really gonna focus on that. We're just gonna give you an update, girl. Here we go, roll it.
Next one for you, I'm going to give you Jeffree Star. That would make you fart in your seat. Because y'all used to be close, no?
We did. We definitely were like in a friend group and we've had our ups and downs. He recently blocked me and I don't know why. She's blocked me on everything. I remember one time I had seen like one of her TikToks go like on my For You page and I just thought it was funny, but I just kept it pushing. And then somebody sent me a TikTok of his and I was like, oh, like it was deleted. And they're like, oh no, girl, you're blocked. So I think because my eyebrows are so viral, I came up on his For You page and it was a trigger because we have our own history type of situation. We didn't have any like bad fallout, but based on a lot of his public actions, I didn't feel like I could align myself as a person with those actions. As an influencer, we have to be very aware of who we are aligning with in a digital space. Because these brands do look at us and be like, oh, you fuck with this person, just because you follow them.
And it's your career.
And it's my career, you know what I mean? Like, if nobody's paying my bills, like this is my career, I make my own money. So if brands are thinking, oh, you hang out with this person and you co-sign a lot of their actions and their statements, you're not somebody we want to work with, and that's not fair for me. So I basically distanced myself from him, especially during quarantine time, when a lot of things were coming up of his past, and even as of recently, when he made just kind of like ignorant statements as to pronouns. I definitely feel that as somebody who is very queer presenting and very quote unquote female presenting, but still claims to be a man. And he was wearing a dress, he's wearing a wig, and he's wearing heels. And he basically belittles the conversation of pronouns and says that you're either a guy, a girl, or you're trans. There's none of that other pronoun shit. Where as a person in the LGBTQ community, you should be a little bit more understanding. I understand that there's some people who are more radical and they want to go with crazier pronouns that are a little more harder to like remember.
Cat, dog.
Yeah, like, or
Amy.
Z. You know what I mean? Like my pronoun is Z or XY or something like that. I understand that it could be a little bit more complicated, but I think the conversation could have been had where I think just respecting people and allowing them to identify as whatever they want to is what should be happening. But he's also a lot older. He's in his late 30s. Like older people aren't gonna be as open to these conversations that Gen Z and millennials are having. You know, he's a boomer. So I get it. He's like, no, you're only gonna be a man or a woman. And he's like, oh, that's why like conservative Republicans like me because I keep it real. I don't think those are the people that you should really be aligning with, babe. So if that's where he wants to align, unfortunately, I am gonna have to go with shitty.
That's your choice. Is the final answer?
Final answer.
So he had said that was some tea, whatever. Well, time has passed by, and Jeffree Star made a statement. You're not gonna believe this. So Jeffree Star also did a podcast. Now, I can't play you the podcast because, you know, due to copyright and things like that, but I can show it to you right here on my phone because I have the little snippet. So Gabriel Zamora posted this on his Instagram story, and it's getting a lot of views. This 19-second clip. Here's what Gabriel Zamora posted. Now, I'm gonna set up the scenario here. Jeffree Star is doing an interview. They asked Jeffree Star what happened with the drama in the beauty community. And Jeffree Star responded by saying this. Here we go. You guys ready?
Westbrook stuff go down. They ruin the beauty community.
You see? Let me roll it again for those you can
James Charles, Tati Westbrook stuff go down. They ruin the beauty community.
So, and then there's Gabriel. So that's the clip. So talk about the James Charles, Tati Westbrook thing, and Jeffree Star said they ruined the beauty community. And then it cuts away to Gabriel Zamora doing his brows.
James Charles, Tati Westbrook stuff go down. They ruin the beauty community.
Right there. You see? So he's doing his eyebrows. People were like, oh, this is so much shade. This is shady. Because apparently there's a difference of opinion here. Because here you have Jeffree Star in New York City at a huge podcast saying they ruined the beauty community. And then it cuts away to Gabriel Zamora like doing his brows and looking, giving a little side eye. What's that? So he must not agree with that statement. And I have a lot to say, but it doesn't matter what I have to say about this, guys, because Gabriel Zamora responded to that in the comments of his own TikTok. I have the receipt right here. I'm gonna read it to you. So Straw Hat Ruby said, could not care less about Jeffree Star, but Gabriel, like the Tati and James stuff, really was the end of the prime makeup YouTube. Or in your opinion, what was? And then Gabriel Zamora responded, and Gabriel Zamora said, oh, it def was, but we all had a part in it, me included. And here's what I have to say about that. I think that's a very mature way to think of things, because I say this, if you have an argument with somebody or a falling out with somebody, you have to take a step back and say, hey, I had a part in that, okay? Now, granted, one might have a bigger part than others. Let's just keep it real. Not everything's equal, but regardless of if this person had this much a part or this person had this much apart, you still have to recognize I had a part. So for the statement for Jeffree Star to say that James Charles and Tati Westbrook ruined the beauty community, I feel, this is my opinion, that he's giving them a little bit too much power. Because everyone knows I ruined the beauty community, girl. You know what, I'm joking. But I think there was a collective effort of a lot of different people that contributed to it. But if you want to get down to the nitty gritty, it comes down to money and greed. Money and greed ruined the beauty community. It was a lovely community, but when brands started saying, hey, here's $75,000, say you love this. Hey, here's $75,000, say you don't like that. And you get that into play, which is, I understand marketing. And you have other people who are like, oh, I can't believe they got that deal. They don't deserve it. And you got jealousy involved, and it's just a lot. It was very hard to just see humble, real people loving makeup, right? And I think that Jeffree Star, he could have said, I had a part in that too. Yes, I know, I popped off. I said things I shouldn't have said, and I did things too, right? So no, I don't agree that James Charles and Tati Westbrook ruined the beauty community. I think that's funny. But giving them way too much power. Let's just be honest. Anyways, so that was Gabriel Zamora basically reacting to Jeffree Star's statement about that. Well, switching gears here, because now we gotta talk about what everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know what happened with Jeffree Star and Boomcat. Now, before I go any further, I want to say that this video is sponsored at the house by AdamandEve.com. So thank you, AdamandEve.com, for sponsoring this video. I love you guys so much. A portion of the proceeds goes to help fight and find a cure for HIV and AIDS. So if you're interested in shopping AdamandEve.com, check out AdamandEve.com. Use code LUX for 50% off. Like, who is giving you 50% off plus free shipping? Me, duh. Use code LUX, L-U-X, at AdamandEve.com. It's not all about adult toys. They have silk pajamas, lingerie, condoms, lubricants, 50% off, and it comes in discreet packaging. So thank you, AdamandEve.com, for sponsoring this video. Let's get on with the drama. All right. Here we go. So everyone has been speculating what happened with Jeffree Star and Boomcat. Now, for those of you who are not caught up on the drama, we made a video earlier this month where we talked about the fact that Jeffree Star and Boomcat unfollowed each other. And we don't know what really happened between the two. Jeffree Star has not said anything, but Boomcat has as of today. As of about 4 hours ago, Boomcat has made a statement about what happened between him and Jeffree Star. And he put it in a form of a Q&A. So Boomcat over on his Instagram posted to his audience, ask me a question, anything. And I find it kind of interesting because he posted this right here. It was like a little video series. And here's Boomcat, and there he is working on set of Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And you see this right here at the bottom? Here's what he said. So somebody asked him, do you still work JSC? Question mark, which is Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Do you still work with Jeffree Star Cosmetics? I'm sorry. And Boomcat, as you can see, it says Boomcat MUA. Here's the receipts right there. He wrote on there, he said no. And I'm gonna read you exactly what he said. Here we go. It says, no, I no longer work for Jeffree Star Cosmetics. It's been a fun ride. My favorite was getting to produce and direct some of the most iconic campaign shoots, like this one. I will always be grateful for the opportunity, but I'm ready for what's next. I don't know, is that shady? Was that shady or not? I had no idea, first of all, just between us, that Boomcat right here produced and directed. I had no idea about that. Like, wow. And the shoot that was his favorite was this one here, where it was the Pink Religion palette by Jeffree Star, which I thought was just, I mean, listen, when you talk about the canon of work that Jeffree Star has done with his campaigns, there's a few that like stick out to me. Pink Religion is one of them, where he dressed up as the Pope in the church and everyone's putting on makeup. Cute. I really loved that when he was inside the pinball machine, I'm sorry, the gumball jawbreaker, he was holding on to the little claw. That was cute. I really enjoyed when Jeffree Star did the Blood Money palette and he was out there with the real alligator and that beautiful mansion. And that's just to name a few. And then just for like the aspect of just like shock value and comedy, I really like when Jeffree Star dressed up like an alien for the Alien palette. I mean, that's just a lot. I mean, like, whoa, okay. I digress, okay. Then, here we go. You know there's more, girl. Jeffree Star, at the time of making this video, has not responded, or has he? Because Jeffree Star posted his new photos and his new makeup collection called Cotton Candy Queen. As in like, next. Not gonna respond, just next. But Boomcat's next slide, because someone asked Boomcat and they said, who's your favorite client of all time? I thought it would be Jeffree Star. No. Boomcat commented and said, I've worked with so many amazing women. I'm truly so blessed, but Ivy Queen Diva, or Evie Queen? Is it Evie Queen, I believe? Evie Queen Diva has definitely held me down for the last 8 years. La Queen. And there's a picture he posted there. So, people might think that's shady too, the house, you know. They always want to reach, girl, reach for the shade. But I don't know. It still is this air of mystery of what happened between Jeffree Star and Boomcat, which is so interesting. But they had, I know some people are gonna say, well, who'd care? Well, who'd care? Why do you care? Well, the thing is, right, here, and I say this with everything. Okay, here you have Jeffree Star with millions of followers. And then you have Boomcat, who has a large following too, right? And they have this public friendship, online, offline, posting each other. Jeffree Star took Boomcat MUA to Paris, France, Louis Vuitton fashion show, probably gave him bags. He's a very generous guy, Jeffree Star. So they're a very public friendship. And these are the people who buy the makeup, support the brand, support the people, right? So when they have this public falling out and neither one of them is saying anything, the fans then start to question, well, what happened? And yet I feel like the fans, this is just me, where people like to disagree, but the fans have a right to know, because these are the fans that afford them their Birkin bags and cars and houses and all that things like that, you know? So this is very interesting, right? And listen, there's nothing shady toward Boomcat MUA or Jeffree Star. People outgrow jobs, you know. As you guys know, it's like a news team over here. You see me talking, but I have editors, I have an assistant, I have runners and things of that nature. And some people, they come, they work the gig for a few months and they say, hey, you know what, I learned a lot, I'm ready to move on, I'm ready for the next chapter. No hard feelings, I'm still gonna be doing my thing, and I wish you the best and much success. And so people come and go, you know. They say a reason, a season, or a lifetime why people come into your life, right? So it could very well much be that Boomcat was like, okay, been there, done that, I'm ready for the next thing. But I just kind of find that hard to believe. It is possible, It's possible. But it also is possible that Jeffree Star's like, your makeup's cute or whatever, but I want something more elevated, and you just can't do that. Who knows? Who knows? And the thing is with Jeffree Star, right? And I've been following him for years. We've been covering him. Listen, guys, we've been covering Jeffree Star drama for over 10 years, okay? So we have cataloged it, okay? Got more receipts coming in right now. Oh, well, there's a video right there, girl. Okay, that's what me and my video editor chime. That's video right there, girl. But here's the thing, Jeffree Star is always, what I've noticed, he's always like reinventing himself. He'll get new things, new team. 1 minute he'll be obsessed with this, and then he's like, whatever. And he's like, he starts a new trend, and then people follow along, right? But one thing that's been consistent is Lipstick Nick and Hair by Jay. Surprisingly enough, probably not, he's been there too. And I say that because Hair by Jay, she's very feisty, girl. If she don't like you, she gonna tell you, okay? So. And I mean, and Jeffree Star is what we call a Scorpion. That's his sign. So you don't want to cross them. I know Scorpios in my life. You don't want to cross them, okay? But with that being said, I don't know what happened between the two, and I'm trying to piece it together. Only thing I can think of is 3 things: just following the pattern of behavior, following what I've been following for the past 10 years. Jeffree Star either got bored and was like, I'm ready for something else. Okay. 2, there was an argument, a disagreement, a falling out, maybe deemed untrustworthy, unloyal, who knows, right? It's a matter of perspective. Or 3, generally, I'm ready to move on, much success and bless, I just want to do new things. All right, cool, peace. That is very much that. It very much could be. But the world would never know. Because all we know, as of the time of making this video is, and people are gonna wanna know, the time of making this video, all we know is what Boomcat said, and I'm gonna repeat it. Do you still work with Jeffree Star Cosmetics? And Boomcat said, I'm gonna repeat it. No, I no longer work for Jeffree Star Cosmetics. It's been a fun ride. My favorite was getting to produce and direct some of the most iconic campaign shoots like this one. And then he says, I will always be grateful for the opportunity, and I'm ready for what's next. See, hear me out, because this is very interesting tea. And I'm gonna tell you this, right? And I hope one day maybe you guys can understand. Sometimes you get to know people's true colors when you distance yourself from them. When you tell them to F up, hold on. I'm getting receipts coming in right now. I have more receipts. Hold on, drama girl. You get to know someone's true heart when you cut them off, tell them to F off, you distance yourself, because then you get to see what they're gonna do. Because in the moment, when you're with them and you're treating them good, oh, I love you so much. When you cut them off, see if they're gonna run their mouth. See if they're gonna be shady. Go on interviews, write about you, talk about you, stuff like that, right? What Boomcat did, let's talk about what Boomcat did. What Boomcat did in this receipt that I have here, when asked, do you still work with Jeffree Star Cosmetics? First of all, this was a Q&A, ask me anything. Boomcat should have said, if you guys like me if you guys like this video, if I get to 100,000 this, if I get to 1 million, I'm gonna tell you the real tea about Jeffree Star. He didn't do none of that. When asked about Jeffree Star, he used words like favorite, produced, directed, iconic, always be grateful for the opportunity. That's huge. So if there truly was a falling out, a disagreement with Jeffree Star and Boomcat MUA, if there really was, okay, then in this situation here, Boomcat chose to be like, we had a falling out or disagreement, but I'm gonna keep it classy, I'm gonna keep it professional, and I had a great time. And maybe Jeffree Star will look and be like, with time, because time heals all, would go back and be like, you know what, he's a real one, he wasn't shady, let's bring him back for this little campaign over here. Hey Boomcat, Jeffree Star, are you available to do my makeup in Tokyo, Japan? We're doing a photo shoot, my new collection. Oh, okay, cute. I see you there. I have my assistant send you the flight information. It could very well be that. Very well. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So I just thought it was very classy for him to do that. But at the end of the day, and I always say this, it doesn't matter what I say or think about it. It's what you guys think about it. All I can do is just put out the facts out there, put out receipts, and then you make your own opinion decisions about what happened and what didn't happen. I'm not trying to force it down your throat. You make that decision yourself, right? I just report the tea, girl. I'm just the messenger, girl, okay? Anyways, if you love this video, I would really appreciate if you leave it a like, leave it a comment. It would mean so much to me. And I love you guys for watching. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, I love you so much.